So hopefully the defeating the Asia Cup will give motivation to the boys.
Majestica, Lanka tiles, fine living, redefined.
I'd rather hope that the defeat in the Asia Cup would give more motivation to the boys to come out and obviously fight tomorrow, show plenty of spirit, and get stuck into the Indian side. They're a very good side, we know that. We've seen them play some superb cricket this tournament so far. But I think it's a good opportunity for our boys to show what they're made of as well. So hopefully the defeat in the Asia Cup will give motivation to the boys. Well, I think playing in the World Cup, obviously against India here as well, is motivation in itself. I mean, playing for your country is motivation in itself. So I think the players, they're up for the fight, they're enjoying the tournament. We've played some good cricket at times, so we'll be looking to do that tomorrow. We've prepped as well as we always do. So the boys are ready. It's just a case of tomorrow we have to turn up and we have to bring our A game, because we know India is a very difficult team to beat. Yeah, I mean, obviously the team, all of us were very disappointed the other night after that result. That's not to take anything away from Afghanistan. I thought they played superb cricket on the night and showed that they are a progressing team and they're very capable of beating people. But for us, again, we had a very good chat in the dressing room afterwards, addressed some of the issues that we felt we had. And then we've come here and we're trying to put that right in practice now. So we'll be ready for tomorrow. Well, listen, we know they have bags of experience in their locker, and we've seen both of them score runs at various points. So, yeah, I mean, it's like any game of cricket. Not everybody will perform all the time, but what we do need is people to put their hands up, and at times it'll be their time to do that as well. But thankfully, we do have a few people that are in form. I mean, Kussel has played some super knocks here. Sadira has been Mr. Consistent, as has Patam at the top of the order as well. I think you've mentioned two areas there that we have spoken about, and we've spoken about in the press conferences before. Obviously, power down the bottom, so when we do get a good start, it's making sure that we finish the innings off strong and obviously push on to big scores. And then taking wickets in the middle phase is something that we're constantly working on. It's not easy on good wickets, but we have to find a way, and we have to find a way of taking those wickets. Otherwise, you're allowing other people to get big scores and making our lives difficult.
ටක් ගාලා සල්්‍යවන නම් ටැප් කරන්න.
It's a stronger, yeah, it is. If you look at that bowling attack and you watch them operate, it's a very strong bowling attack. I think any team in the world would want an attack like that, to be honest. But we see that as a great challenge for our guys. We see it as an opportunity to go out and play against the best and see, pit ourselves against that. But there's no hiding, it is a very good bowling attack. Yeah, the boys are very aware of the history, to be honest. Obviously, players do talk about past history of their team as well and the results that they've had. But I mean, let's be honest, it's a great stadium, is this? I mean, we walked in today and the first thing you do is go, wow, this is a great place to play cricket. And when you stood out in the middle, you get that sort of goosebumps. So for me, there's plenty of things out there to motivate them to go perform in front of what will be a packed house tomorrow as well. And Weller's a very good young player, we know that, and I think he's got a very bright future in front of him. But what I'm not going to do is discuss team tactics at this moment in time. Obviously, we've got to finalise things before we obviously release that to anyone else. Well, I mean, we know we have to finish in the top 7 or 8, depending on obviously where Pakistan, the host nation, are. So that's something that we're very aware of and something that we're aiming to do. So it's not just the World Cup, is this? Obviously, we want to perform to our best of ability in this tournament, but we have to make sure we do, so we obviously qualify for the other tournament as well. So we are aware of it. Yeah, Dilly's been excellent. I think what we've seen is he bowls good balls that get good players out. So I've been really pleased with him. This has been coming for a while. We've seen him in various other competitions that he's played in, and he's a very good young bowler. Again, it's something that we in Sri Lanka can be very proud of, that we have some very good young players coming through. There's an article, written a few days ago about him, and I think what he has done is he's realised what his game is. He's learnt about himself and what works for him, more importantly. And then now he's just trying to do that consistently time and time again. And I think that's what all the greats do. If you look at Virat and people like that, they're just consistent with what they do all the time. And I think he's trying to do that now. And I think he's reaping some rewards from that. Yeah, I want them to be aggressive, to be honest. I want them to play their game and obviously do things their way. But have a positive mindset. There's a positive option when you take it, and I'm encouraging them to come out of a shell and push back and put pressure back on the bowlers. So I think that's what he's trying to do.
Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
Black Knight, make your mark.